Well, SIDEMEN have had a huge announcement.
We have.
A massive one, which wouldn't have made it into this podcast if we actually filmed it on Tuesday. So it's good that it's late.
Yeah.
Because you've signed a Netflix deal.
Woo!
Come on. Let's go, which is huge, man.
Yeah.
This is also news to me.
It's kind of surreal.
Yeah, it's surreal.
Yeah.
So tell us about it. What is this?
Well, I don't know what's actually been. Only a teaser's been out at the moment.
I know. I don't think
say.
even that is that's not been announced either, right?
We had an initial teaser that all it was what we put up of SIDEMEN, and then it turns to the Netflix logo.
Yeah, that was sick.
So that was a thing and we were kind of like letting people speculate it of like, okay, what is it? People thought, we've spoken about doing a locked in series type thing. They thought it's that. Some people thought we were putting SIDEMEN Sundays on Netflix, and that was like our new thing.
Man, that would be mad.
Yeah, that would have got so much hate.
It would, of course.
Yeah. People would have watched it, but it would have got hate. People thought we were going to do a hide and seek on there.
That's the biggest troll. Psych.
Then we've ended up, we've got this documentary.
Yeah.
And I'm always a massive skeptic of everything we do in terms of until I see it. So we filmed this whole thing, and I was like, is it going to be that good? Like, are people going to care?
I was in it there.
Yeah.
Come on.
We watched it. We had just the SIDEMEN and one or two other people watched it, and it was actually sick.
Yeah.
I was like, this is actually I kind of wanted to hate it.
Yeah, in the group or in the friendship group, or whatever, there was a period of time where everyone was like, "Oh no, we've done this big thing, but I'm not sure how I feel about it." But then, the more I started to hear, you guys were actually, it's come together.
Yeah,
maybe it was maybe a new edit or the way it was put together.
Well, we hadn't seen an edit by that point. We'd just seen what we'd filmed.
Yeah.
And obviously, for example, if you do an interview for it, I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anyone do an interview.
Well, also you did hear can I say a lot of the questions were quite personal. That I got asked, or that Freezer got asked,
There's a lot of personal stuff there.
But I guess they just do that to get everything. They might not use that, or just probably interview techniques to get you in.
Get everything and then build the story after.
Yeah. But no, I'm probably different. If I make it into the edit, I look like a different person.
Yeah.
I was probably double the weight.
I mean, Josh has his old hair.
Oh no! Look at Josh, ugly man. No, I'm joking.
Were you there when we watched it?
I was. I think it's been re-edited since then, hasn't it? I've been told.
It has been a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But not massively. I think also I think another reason why we were all skeptical at first, we filmed it all, thought there's a lot of stuff here. It's going to sound it is a massive shot. JJ's documentary. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I thought it was decent,
to be honest.
But I think they missed out a lot. They tried to go, here's this huge bundle into this short thing.
It told too much of KSI, not JJ,
Yeah, but it was also, they covered music, family, and boxing, right? Is that the three things they covered? Did they cover music? Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
the festivals.
Tour,
yeah. Well, they did the whole tour and the festivals and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Then they had the family stuff, and then they had boxing. And I was like, each one of those, you could make an 1.5 hour episode on. So make it 3 parts and cover it way more in depth.
Yeah.
And then you also could have covered the YouTube side. So I think we saw that, and it was a bit can we make?
Well, especially on 7 of you. It's
yeah,
hard to
you're
get
gonna
personal.
cover this is Josh, by the way. He's organised. That's it.
Now here's Simon. Now here's Vic. Yeah.
But it's actually turned out unreal.
So how much creative control did you guys have for this?
Quite
show?
a lot. We also wanted to let them do their thing because we would end up making it a YouTube video, not on Netflix. So
creative control wise, they filmed what they wanted to film, they asked what they wanted to ask, and then you kind of
if anything was we had full no, we don't want to do that.
Sure, that's good to have.
Yeah.
I think when people have this creative control thing, they you still want to shape it a little bit, as in please don't put that in to be public in front of everyone.
Yeah.
More that rather than sure, make it however you want, tell the story you want to tell, but don't put me and my mum having this conversation in, please. Stuff like that.
There was actually I'm sure I can say it. They obviously, as you said, they ask questions that don't end up making it in. They had a couple questions. There was one thing where we're sat at this table and they just put a small bag in front of each of us, and it wasn't in the version I've seen anyway, because we all literally said afterwards, what the fuck is this? They give us each a puzzle, as in a jigsaw puzzle, of about 15 pieces.
Yeah.
And they just go, so we're sat at this table, we all have the bag, And they go, okay, go ahead. And we're like, what do you mean? We don't know what this is. We open it, pour out some jigsaw puzzles. We just do it. And I'm like, oh, mine's a picture of JJ.
Oh my God.
And we're like, we don't know what this... There's nothing to this.
That's like modern, like new school hipster like way of storytelling.
Yeah.
What
And is
does
it
that
like,
mean to you?
Well, then, like, I think I finished mine first, and I was like, oh, is it going to be, things that mean a lot to us that, through YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And then I think Toby's was just like, I don't know, like a suit or something.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, I hope that's not.
Isn't it more about like letting your subconscious talk? Because if your brain's engaged in doing a puzzle and then
We didn't talk. We just
you
did.
Talk, you just
we
did
the puzzle.
Right, I don't see the point.
That was probably
Yeah.
the intention, but sometimes it doesn't hit like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
So we did the puzzle, and then when we don't get it, like, what's happened? And then they were kind of like, okay, we'll take the puzzles off. Okay, now we'll have this talk. And then that part's in.
Right,
the puzzle part.
Yeah.
Didn't know what was going on. And then we also had an interview each, and they asked hundreds of questions. And whenever we do a Sidemen shoot, we have, like a rider.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so what you get to every single shoot, they just, like a musician has a rider.
Yeah.
It's in their dressing room. You can say, oh, I want these drinks, this food, this. Our riders are all basic as hell.
Mm-hmm.
We say, mine is, I want 1 Red Bull.
Yeah.
Jaja's is prime, maybe some grapes.
Yeah.
Ethan's is a protein bar.
Who has the Dairy Dunkers?
So that was one time our rider kept getting bigger and bigger with not through us, people just kept getting more and more food, and it became junk food. So we went, let's get some healthier food. What do you want? Everyone was naming things. I said, I'll chuck a Dairy Dunker in there. They've been there since.
Yeah.
And when we did this interview, I start off, I sit down, and they go, oh, Simon, we have something for you. And I go, okay, what is it? I don't know if this is good. And they give me a Dairy Dunker.
That's amazing.
And I go, thanks. And they go, oh, we've been told you have to have this. And I went, no. Like,
that is fucking
I was
gold.
like, what do you mean? And they went, oh. They asked, we asked what should everyone have, and they said, oh, some Dairy Dunkers for Simon, a Red Bull, bananas, whatever. And I went, no, it was about 9 months ago. I just said, can we get some Baby Bells and a Dairy
They thought
Dunker
you were
or
like a
something?
diva for like Dairy Dunkers. Like,
Yeah.
Where's my Dunker? Where's...
And they were like, do you want them? And I was like,
Sure.
sorry, but no.
Okay,
not
sure,
really.
yeah. I will say, I love that you've done that, because when I go to Simon shoots, I always look for the Dunkers.
Really?
Yeah, I love them. I love little
Jumbo tubes.
Yeah. I need to be fair, but the tubes
the
are
jumbo
good.
tubes are the best ones.
The ones with like chives in it. Or something.
Yeah.
They're really good. Yeah, I used
Better
to have them
than
as
the
a
basic
kid.
breadsticks.
Oh, but the breadsticks are the worst ones. I like the little Ritz ones though. They're cool.
Okay, haven't had them.
Oh, well, basic. Clearly not a dairy connoisseur like me. What was the decision to put it on Valentine's Day?
Just that's when it's
Cool.
out.
I love the idea because there's gonna be so many guy fans of like Sidemen in bed or what, like with their girlfriend, like, oh, what should we watch tonight? And the boys are like, Sidemen documentary, please.
Well, it's been like we didn't film. It wasn't like Netflix approached us, so it's been like a discussion, and it's landed on that date.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Cool.
Yeah,
Well, I'll be watching it alone on Valentine's Day.
nice. You're not gonna watch it, are you?
Nope. But it was more of a way of saying I'll be alone on Valentine's Day.
Wait, it comes out on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. You gonna watch it?
I've seen it.
Well, you just said it's been
yeah.
re-edited.
Yeah, I'll
watch
watch
it
it.
on
I'll probably watch it, yeah.
You have to watch it on Netflix. It's like a thing, man.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in it, so probably not.
Wow. You only watch stuff you're in?
Yeah, 100%.
Damn.
You're not in it?
No, I'm not in it.
Why?
No, I don't care if I'm in it or not, but I do.
It sounds like you
I
do.
do remember watching.
It sounds like you really
care.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No. I do remember watching it and going, oh, well, I want to be in a bloody Netflix documentary. Of course, that'd be cool if I featured in it in somewhere, even in the background. But I remember watching it and thinking,
Bro broke so fast. Bro went from I don't care.
I don't care.
Obviously, it's on Netflix. I watch it.
It would be really cool. Yeah, it would be cool. Of course, that would be really cool. But yeah, I didn't remember watching it and being like, oh my god, I might be in this scene because there I am in the background. And it really conveniently cut around me both times. I was like, fuck's sake.
Maybe you were wearing a hoodie that had like a big brand logo or something on there.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Or some
Not because I'm
racial terms.
I've already been on
normally
Netflix
do.
before.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've already been on Netflix.
Yeah, you're big time.
My name's in the credits of Power.
Oh.
Wait, what else have I been in?
No, I was thinking JJ's documentary, but that was
Prime.
Prime, yeah.
I've been on Prime, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What's the other one? Disney.
I'd love to be on Disney.
I was in JJ's documentary, right?
Yeah.
So I've been on Prime.
Yeah, you have been
Okay.
on Prime. You've been on Prime anyway, you know?
Had I?
Probably.
What?
I don't know.
I've been on Netflix and Google Maps.
Why were you on Netflix?
Google Maps. Yeah, why were you on Netflix, Nick?
I was sitting in the crowd for a Kevin Hart.
Oh,
you can see the top.
So
half
was
of my-
I. I was there.
Yeah,
that doesn't count.
I was
You
on a
can see
Michael
the top
McIntyre
half of my
thing.
forehead.
No. You can't see like you.
You have to at least say a word.
I clapped.
Well, then you're
really
not on
loudly.
Netflix.
I say a word in this. Oh no.
You were saying you're in the
my
credits.
song is on. My song's on the credits,
Okay.
but the song ends. The show ends with my verse.
Baywatch was on Netflix.
There you go.
Oh, that's Touchdown. You're not on that.
No. But I was on the credits for Power. Like my song was on the credits, but the show ends as my verse starts.
Oh, so you didn't say a word?
No.
So you're not on it.
But I don't know if it does.
That
I don't know if it
doesn't
skips the
count.
next. I don't know. But I
Doesn't
know. I need to check. If
Doesn't count.
Okay.
What's the process of selling a documentary to Netflix like?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, you had no input whatsoever.
No, we did have some input.
You sit in a room with Mr. Netflix.
We had
and you start talking
input.
numbers.
One, I don't know what we can say, and two, we had literally all said like, Netflix is the goal. Like, if you make a piece of content that you're like, we want to go somewhere, Netflix is
of course.
top in it. So, yeah, it was always if they were down, we were down.
If the price is right.
Yeah.
They've taken me off Google Maps.
They update it like non-stop.
Well upset.
Nick's fuming, mate. Well,
you go.
No, you go.
I was gonna say, Charlie had a friend over the other day.
Cool, man.
And I came into the kitchen and she just randomly turned to me and was like, Simon, do you have a bucket list? I was like, not really, but now since then I've been thinking of things like, I wouldn't call it a bucket list of like, I have to do this before I die.
Well, hold on. Not to shoot you down here, but let's do this tomorrow. Let's do our bucket list. Let's create
next
one.
week's.
Yeah, next week's podcast. Sorry, next week's podcast.
Yeah, so it's not a bucket list of like, I have to do this before I die, or else I'm going to be really upset. It's just like what I'd like to do.
Okay.
If I could do it, it'd be cool.
Well, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Because remember that one we did with John, where it was like the 30 things you have to do before you die. Esquire, female, Australian. Like we couldn't relate to that.
Yeah, that was
things you'd want to achieve.
Yeah, let's do that.
You know what I mean? So
because I feel like we're also a bit.
That would be achieve or do. No, both.
Okay.
Both. So it could be like we'll go through it tomorrow. But like for
Nick
example,
has something there. Look, ready for us.
For example, go to Australia's on mine. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm very interested in yours because you've already done a lot. So someone like you,
Yeah, we'll go through that on next week's one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I want to hear from everyone as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're here, but
Prepare it.
we want to hear everyone's.